God, it's dark. I don't know why it's so fucking dark in here, but it's extremely dark in here. Ugh. I'm making this one now because I don't know what else to do. I kind of like, I was gonna write a post um, about my female body. It's these shorts. They're just fucking perfect. And with my UGG boots, I'm like, it just looks so fucking womanly. It's literally like I'm looking at a different woman in the mirror. It's just, and I'm falling in love with it. It's weird. I sent a Snapchat last night to 3G, and it was a reflection of me with my ass on display, and I just put, I love her. And that just, it's that, I'm getting that kind of tender, weird, sheepish feeling that I've got quite a few times. It's kind of like, it's like, it's just a little bit, I don't know what it is. But, so I was going to make a video instead of write the post. But the thing is, I was only going to write the post because I was just escaping, because I'm just fucking, I'm in shit space. Like, my mate called me and invited me out, and I said yeah, but then I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't face it. I messaged him, and he's read it. He's cracked on. He's live now. But I could be out DJing at a party now. I couldn't go. Just fucking. This is what I don't even want to say this is what I've been dreading, because of, I just automatically can hear society telling me that's why it's happened, because you were expecting it, and you just get sick of hearing that bullshit. Fucking sick of hearing that fucking bullshit. Like, but anyway, there's a billion fucking questions, and I just was really fucking unsettled, and I was fucking shuddering when I breathed, and just all of that, and it's like there was no real. Well, no, there was. There was just a million disasters, I suppose. And again, that shit that people say, oh, don't worry. It's like, no, that's the point you're missing. It's the inability to not worry that makes it so fucking mayhemical. That's just the simple fact of it. For some reason, everyone who says they're going through what you're going through, or they know what you're going through, can put it to one side. But then it's like, it's even more than that. It's like, I looked on Facebook and I just, like, I saw it and it was beautiful, and I was like, I'll just, and I rolled on. And then it was like my memories, and I cringed. The fucking, I just didn't want to see anything, because I just didn't, I don't know. Everything that I fucking write, I'm just second guessing. I feel like a twat for everything I fucking do. And I feel like a twat for feeling like a twat. Why can't I not feel like a twat when I actually don't think I'm a twat? Why am I feeling like a twat about everything that I do, think, and fucking say? Things that I like, things that I hate, things that I'm struggling with, things that everything. Everything. I had to delete some shit off this fucking phone before I made this. And there's some pictures from like a couple of years ago, and it was like, dick. I just didn't like myself, and everyone was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I saw My Favourite Human yesterday, and we commented on it actually. Like, she said she's been withdrawing quite a bit. I fucking have, and I know it's the wrong thing to do. But it's not always withdrawing. When it's like this, it isn't. This is like, it's not quite as bad as it was that night I wrote that post, but it's similar. It's similar. And maybe it is as bad, it's just I'm not responding to it as badly as I did, because I've moved past so much since then. But it's how the whole, in a lot of ways, it's how the whole female thing is so intrinsically linked into the fucking softie, and how that has played out so fucking often, and how that's linked into just so many other things that have gone on. Um, it's just all fucking chaotic. It's all fucking chaotic. It's boring. I was thinking this earlier. If anyone was, I would get bored telling you in the ways in which I've been fucking bullied. And I could be talking about one fucking episode of something and all the ways in which I fucking got bullied. And people are like, oh, right, fucking hell. Straight away, you've got a victim complex. It's like, no, what if it's fucking happening? What if it's happening in real things that are actually happening? Things that are written down and things that you're talked to about and shit. What then? What then? But, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've been twiddling this fucking incessantly. Like, I didn't. I was so glad I'd fucking eaten, actually. I have trained. I had breakfast, I had lunch, and I've had a protein shake. And I've had the bigger dinner. I've had the pie and vegetables, and I've got a small linguine thing which I might have. And I was planning to do it the other way around. Anyway, it was like I was thinking, yeah, I'll do it, but I was just looking at this. These are my fine fucking puffy fucking snowbally bunches. Aren't they beautiful? I fucking love them. They're massive. They look better in the light when I'm standing up. They go really fucking white. They just look gorgeous. But what time am I up to? Oh, not blimey, not as much as I thought. That was one thing I was going to say about the female thing. It's like, you know, I have had body image issues. I remember saying that to someone who'd said, "Oh, you've lost weight." Everyone says that, and it's fucking horrible when you're too thin. I've always been too fucking thin, always scrawny until I got fucking big when I got into weight training. And it was obvious that it was, you know, I played with He-Man as a kid. It's exactly the same as the shit with Barbie dolls. It's just identical, but it was never allowed to happen. And there's the weird sort of irony that I now actually I'm really fucking body confident. I love my fucking body because of how female it looks. Like, I wore my one piece the other day, and a bloke actually called me gorgeous. He's a guy I've known a long time. He's a very far out, very cosmic guy. Very, very cosmic guy. He loves all sorts of stuff. But he just, like, what was he? He's like 65 or something. He's like, you look gorgeous. Your physique's amazing. I can't do his accent. But I wasn't, like, weirded out by it. And, like, when gay guys come on to me, I'm weirded out by it. I'm awkward. I don't like it. I just think, no. Do you know what I mean? It didn't feel like that. He was just saying, like, aesthetically. And that's kind of weird. It's like, because I've got the opposite of what women get. I'm actually really, like, womanly, bodily confident. And sort of think, well, come on. I was going to write this in the post. Like, you've got my bum's too big or my boobs aren't big enough. Well, I've got my fucking badge isn't fucking there enough. You know what I mean? I think that was fucking in the game of Top Trumps. I've got more points than your fucking cards, darling. Right? But I think by the time I'd written that far, I don't think anyone would have been still reading. I don't know if people do. I used to write really fucking long posts, really long ones. And I've got friends who've said I'd take them into the toilet. One friend said I'd make a cup of tea. I'll save it till I get home. And I think about it, and I'll just go to your profile and read it, make a cup of tea and sit down and read it, because it makes me think. So it would be nice actually to write one again, but I think I would have just run away with it because of all this shit that's going on in my head. And it's like, I did say I'm going to make it as live as possible. Well, this is live. I could still go. I could still go. I'm not gonna just. The thought of that made me shudder. Like, I don't want to. 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 It's that simple. I just don't want to. No one's persuading you, Mikey. I know. I'm fucking fully aware of that. Fully fucking aware of that. I'm fucking fully aware of that, aren't I? They know I'm fucking fully aware of it. I was talking about multiple personalities this morning to the lady that lives here, but further to that, because I was only really going over stuff I've like put on here about my different aspects of me and how they're becoming realer. But what she got was like, the I know what you're going through thing. And I was like, yeah, I was just describing some of the things that I've described on here when it's like, you know, going into a room, forgetting why you're there. Oh, I do that all the time. Do you? What, once a week, twice a week, 2 times in a day? About 50 times in an hour. You know what I mean? Literally every fucking minute, mate. Every fucking minute. constantly for hours, then it becomes a fucking issue. But yeah, she just agreed. She was like, yeah, no, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. Like, there was a friend tonight actually. She called me, and I was like, I need to message her and say sorry. I was a little bit short with her, but I was like, oh, I'm just waiting for a call back because I was still sort of in my head that I was going to go. And it was as I just panicked with her. It was like she was on the phone. I was thinking, yeah, I'm coming, just. Blah, blah, blah. And I just messaged just to check. I didn't sound rude. I don't think I sounded rude. I think I sounded rushed. But I did tell her it was just because I was waiting for a call to find out where I'm going and that. But I know she gets anxious, and I know that you know what I mean. So it's like, right now she's not going through what I'm going through, but I know that she does because I know that she said to loads of events that she'll come, and she doesn't. And she's put it on Facebook. I was like, I haven't identified her anyway, but she's just said, oh, my anxiety gets the better of me, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. She shouldn't be embarrassed. She shouldn't be embarrassed about me talking about it. Nor should I. Nor should I. It's like, I made a whole fucking series on anxiety. It fucking happens, mate. It fucking happens. Not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of my night. I need to paint my nails. I could probably do that and just put some videos on. I think I'll just need to ignore messages for the rest of the night. Like, I know my mate's seen my message, and he should be cool. He should be cool. He's like, a lot of people know what I'm like. It's like, just, at this point, someone ringing and going, get your ass down, it would just be the most unhelpful thing. Someone being really dominant. And, because those people, if you stand up to them, they write you off. That's what they do. Oh, fine. That's what happened. But that's not happened. That's not happened. I wouldn't expect that from them. I think from their point of view, they'll just be like, I know what it's like. It happens sometimes. But it doesn't feel like it from here, does it? You just feel like a fucking twat. You feel like a dickhead. You feel like, the fuck is wrong with me? I'd love to go and do that. I'd love to, I want to be there. That's why I couldn't even fucking look at it. I don't want to open Facebook up. I want to hide from it. But it's like it's my fucking window to the world. But the world is making me shrink in a lot because I can't face it. That's just my reality today. It's another thing I was talking about this morning. It's true. When you're a baby, you cry when you need to cry. You don't give a fuck what other people think. So this is what you always tell me. Who gives a fuck what other people think? Well, I don't. But I do, because I must do, because otherwise I wouldn't be fucking... See what I mean? I can overthink the shit out of everything. Which is probably how I'll spend the rest of my evening. And I'll also be admiring my girly soft legs. I'll shave them again. I'm going to put coconut oil all over them. Again, make them even more girly soft. And I hope you're well. And I will be again. And then bye bye.